The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Play action. Now Richardson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pass complete there to Nakua. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eckler now between the tackles. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
That's complete to Slayton. And touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Wizards put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 1st and 10. It's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The Jaguars at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
In every play this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? but I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable. Nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it with Achane. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devon Achane. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Tua. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A give. Eckler running to the right. Oh, fine work there as as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Play action, now it's Tua. A hit as he throws there.
These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here, pushing through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Richardson, a final shot before break. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Catch made by Slayton. And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Able to slither by. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run. Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there off the try. And it brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's caught by Tucker. First target, first catch at a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tua now on 1st down. Shakes off the sack. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Past the 20. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, 47 yards. And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Richardson to the air on first down. That's going to be caught. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as...
Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba from a yard out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 105 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. Check smash. Check smash. Buffalo 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And Shark pulls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
All right, come on.
And they take a knee.